Talk about, can you pay my
bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Then maybe, baby, we could chill.
Right.
Why didn't you get in the fill in?
Because I'm not going to embarrass myself.
Hey, I'm Amanda Booz.
Hi, I'm Krystal Vega, and this is
Elevators
Elevators Podcast, where we talk about the peaks and valleys of life's journey, from relationships to entrepreneurship, and even give you a taste of the sizzling social media topics of today, all through an unfiltered lens of modern day womanhood.
I love that.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Good friend, that was good.
Welcome to episode 2, y'all. This is episode 2.
Episode 2.
Okay, how are you feeling? First of all, you look amazing.
Thank
and I know
you look good. You look like Destiny's, like one of the women a part of Destiny's Child, Beyonce,
Destiny's
Michelle,
Children. I love Destiny. Oh, please, can you guys go into concert? Like, I want to see a reunion.
Girl,
I just
I have thoughts. I have hot takes on that. I'm not gonna lie.
Destiny Fulfilled is one of my favorite albums, so you guys have to do that. I want to hear Bills.
I have serious hot takes on that. I don't understand what Beyonce's waiting for.
I don't either.
It's giving selfish. I'm not gonna lie. Love Beyonce's music.
This is a Beyonce stan.
Do not.
Podcast.
She is a Beyonce stan.
Uh-oh.
That makes one of us.
Oh, that's
we are the same. It's so funny. We share a birthday.
Really
we're the same, but we're very different.
Okay, so
you're Beyonce stan.
So
I'm not.
Respectfully, I'm not a part of
Beehive?
It's hard to say because I don't want to say I'm not. I love Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a difference between being a fan of Beyonce and being a part of the Beehive. I feel like the Beehive is ready to fight.
They don't play.
Okay, like they're in the comments. They're getting people's accounts hacked, blocked.
Right.
But I love Beyonce. I just feel like there's no artist of our generation that can top what Beyonce has
I agree.
topped. Like, I feel like she just has undeniable talent. She is a legend. Beyonce could stop producing music and just live her life.
And she's still Beyonce.
And she's still Beyonce to me. Like, there's no one like B.
I
Queen
agree.
B. So,
and that's why I'm like, girl, can you give us a tour already? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Can y'all tell us what's the problem actually? Like, I feel like if they told us what the problem is, then people would lay off them.
Yeah. I see, and I don't think it's a problem.
But it's gotta be some. But then what is it?
I
What's
feel
the
like
problem?
they're preparing for it because we've been seeing too many photos of them out lately. Like,
You think it's a rollout?
I feel like we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
I feel like that's why a lot of people can't relate to Beyonce, which is for like new consumerism. It's important to relate to who you're purchasing from.
I do hear that a lot.
I feel like that's why a lot of people can't relate to her, because everything's so calculated, or at least seems to be so calculated.
It's never
just
unfiltered.
Like, it's never unfiltered, you know? So it's like, baby, just give us a concert.
Yeah.
We just wanna feel like we in the 7th grade again, talk about, can you pay my
bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Then maybe, baby, we could chill. I don't think you do.
Right.
Why didn't you get in the fill in?
Because I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
So let me do the embarrassing.
Do it for us, because I'm not gonna. That's one thing I cannot do.
Now let's talk about this green outfit. You were talking about mine, but green. I know you tell me that you love green, but green really is your color.
I think so. All my life, I've never had a favorite color. I'm very indecisive. I don't know if that's like a horoscope thing.
It's an Aries thing.
But I'm super indecisive about certain things. It's like the pettiest things. But so I've never had like a favorite color. I think green might be one of my favorite colors. And especially down here, like I'm kind of like being down here, I can't wear all black all the time. Like, that's a terrible idea. So yeah, green is definitely my
Green's
color.
your color? I feel like I love colors too, but I feel like I love neutrals. Like, I love neutral
You
colors.
do. You're such a like
neutral
soft
girl.
girly.
I love
We're so
neutrals.
different
We
and so
are.
the same.
But I
How the
love
hell
it.
did we end up with the same birthday?
How the hell?
How the hell?
Speaking of birthdays, we just celebrated our birthday. Listen, we're gonna be celebrating all month long.
All month.
How was the birthday?
Good.
Yeah?
Chill. Just
You
as
enjoyed
chill
it?
as I wanted it. Yep.
I love
Last year I
that.
did a big in St. Bart's, and like a year or two before
Huge,
that,
not big, huge.
huge, baby,
Capital H.
huge. I'm going back to St. Bart's next year,
I need to go. I've never been.
if not this summer.
Why did you love St. Bart so much?
Well, what didn't I like about St. Bart's? I think St. Bart's for me was like Cannes, but it was like Cannes, but like Cannes had a baby with Turks.
Ooh.
You know how I like to make people have like make things have babies. So like
Ooh.
Cannes is like Miami and Los Angeles had a baby.
Okay.
right? That's
Okay.
how I describe Canton. And then I would describe St. Bart's as Turks and Can had a baby.
Oh, I have to
Like
go.
Turks and Central Pay and Can had a baby. That's St. Bart's.
Those 3 places are on my list. San
Yeah.
Tropez, Cannes, and definitely St. Bart's.
You have to.
Have to go.
Love them.
Have
I'm
to go.
so glad I was able to experience them. Like, just traveling and, like, experiencing different things in life is so important.
It's huge.
Last year I did St. Bart's with a bunch of my friends.
Nice.
And it was a weird time in life, but, like, I'm so happy my man, like, made it a priority for me to, like, have a good experience.
I love that. Oh,
That was one of my favorite
I'm glad you had
birthdays.
That was your favorite birthday? Mm-hmm.
One. I got another one for you.
You got a
but
few? Okay. Well, I'm glad you had a good birthday. That's
I'm a
awesome.
birthday girly. What'd you do?
Same. For me, I did a little traveling.
Where'd you go?
We went to Turks and Caicos.
Okay.
Love Turks. This is the second
How
time I
was
actually
that?
been to Turks. It was really good. Like you said, I'm a birthday girl. Like, I love celebrating life any chance I get. Like, I don't take for granted being here on this planet. So birthday was super sweet, super chill, all the vibes.
I think that's
Nothing
what
like
I really enjoyed about St. Bart's was that the vibes were just so good. Like, it's like Miami on crack.
Yeah.
It's so dope. The food was surprisingly good, even though it's a French island. I was a little iffy about what the food was gonna taste like. The food was so good.
good.
I also learned I have been overcooking my chicken all my life.
And you're also a huge critic when it comes to food.
Yes.
Just a fun fact about Krystal, I don't know if you guys know this, but she doesn't eat leftovers. She's cooking a fresh meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner
3 times a day.
3 times a day, and there's never leftovers. It's always
Yeah.
a new meal.
Go on.
I want to, can me and your man switch places? Can we switch? Like, can I come over
I
sometimes?
just don't want them to ban TikTok because then I don't know what I'm gonna cook. But like, but yeah, you know, you can come over, enjoy, experience what
You've
my,
given me
my man
recipes.
experiences. No, for real, I get all my recipes from TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok
Yeah.
will teach you anything. I'm
It-
convinced.
It will, and I need them to stop playing around.
I
trying to
go
ban
there
it.
sometimes before I go to Google.
But wait, let's go back. So let's talk about your birthday.
Yes.
Tell me, what was your favorite birthday celebration?
Oof, that's so hard. So favorite birthday, if I had to pick one, it probably was my birthday.
You can pick 2.
Okay.
Be indecisive. I know where you coming from.
So indecisive. I'll pick one. I honestly love all my birthdays. Like, I feel like I said, just love celebrating. But if I had to select a favorite birthday, it would have to be my birthday from 2017. So 2017, I decided to go to Haiti for my birthday. I know I've probably shared this in episode 1, but I am of Haitian American descent and Jamaican American descent. My dad's Haitian, my mom's Jamaican. And I'm actually closer to my Haitian side, my Haitian heritage a little bit more, because a lot more of my family are here, and I've been around them like majority of my life. So I'm a little bit more tapped in with the Haitian side of me. So for me, I got some friends together, got some of my line sisters together, some people that had never even been to Haiti before. And I used to go a lot as a kid, so it was just beautiful to like bring new people to Haiti that never experienced it, because you see Haiti in a certain light on the news, and it's like sometimes negative, and people don't understand like there's beautiful parts. And I've been to some beautiful places. One of my favorite places that I've traveled to was Bora Bora. There is a place in Haiti that resembles
My girl
Bora
travels,
Bora.
okay? Period.
And that was for a birthday, and that was definitely a fave too. But there are places in Haiti that resemble Bora Bora. You just don't see that side. So the fact that I was able to like go, bring some friends, I had like us go to like an orphanage, and we did some mission work there. Then we had our fun. Then we would go in the city. We went to clubs. I mean, we had hookah, we had drinks, we had food, we had vibes. Like Haiti was so much fun.
I've never been, and you're convincing me
So
right
much
now.
fun. I mean, right now we can't go, right?
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, with everything that's happening with politics and everything that's happening in Haiti right now, which is just so unfortunate because it's such a beautiful place, and I can't wait for it to get back to that. But yeah, we gotta go when it gets back. We're gonna go. I gotta take you because it's the vibe.
I've never
And you know what?
been.
You're in Miami. We need to take you to get some Haitian food.
We do. I've never had Haitian food. I love trying like different foods and stuff. I'm a foodie, but I've never had Haitian food.
Well, we know you tried Jamaican food. Right?
Yeah, I think I'm Jamaican. That's the problem.
Krystal definitely had me questioning my Jamaican heritage. Like, I will get in Krystal's car and I'm like, what song is this? Like,
well, being from New York, like my aunt and my older cousins, like they listen to bashment and like dance hall. So like, you know, New York is a melting pot. So all the Caribbeans kind of like melt together. So listening to reggaeton and reggae go hand in hand for me. I must have been Jamaican in the past life. I'm Puerto Rican and black, but I must have been Jamaican in the past life because I swear to God, I'm Jamaican. I'm not, but we go to bashment party whenever you want.
We need to, because you literally,
for real.
This is a Jamaican.
Amanda be like, oh, it's Thursday. I'm like, no, honey, it's Monday morning, and this is what I get up to.
This is a Jamaican girly.
That and like
Puerto Rican mommy, and
I was just about to say, literally, I'm listening to either reggae or La India, which is like a big Latin star who like.
I need to listen to that.
If you know, you know. Oh, girl, she's like the epitome of like a breakup and like kick your man to the curb kind of artist. I gotta put you on. You gotta put me on. We gotta listen to that. No, but I definitely need to take you to get some Haitian food. Take you to some Jamaican spots, because I'm sure you've already tried it, but we gotta take you to some spots. So Haiti was
my favorite birthday, but I've had several. This past birthday was my fave. When I went to Bora Bora was another fave. But Haiti, if I have to put one at the top, it was a fave because I was able to introduce some new people to the culture, you know, do a little mission work, and then also have some fun, like, you know, fun and work. So it was cool. What was yours?
Well, okay, so St. Bart's was fire.
Yes.
We might as well talk about this traveling stuff, though, because I've got one for you that's like a hidden gem, I feel like.
Ooh.
But in terms of, so let's talk about my hidden gem, Curacao. It was cheap. It was cheap.
Really?
Cheap. Girl, cheap. I was
this is a birthday. You went there for a birthday?
Yeah, I went. My boyfriend sent me and my friends on a girls' trip to Curacao.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
My man.
I need to talk in the camera for a second.
My man.
To my friend. He knows who he is. When you plan the next trip.
My man.
Call me. I want to be on the next itinerary.
my man sent me and my friends to Curacao for my birthday.
That's different.
It was, well, we did St. Bart's last year as a group, and then the year before that we did Curacao. And Curacao, first of all, beautiful place. The food was also good, surprisingly, because it's like French and I forget what's the other half of the island, but so good. Everything was so cheap. The sun is blazing hip hop and R&B, but it's also windy, so it's like one of those places you will burn if you're not paying attention to like how much you're under the sun. But it was definitely a hidden gem. A lot of people go to Aruba, but Curacao, don't sleep.
Don't sleep on Curacao.
Don't sleep on Curacao.
So I need to add that to my list.
Yes.
And also another hidden gem.
And it's close.
Well, it's not really a hidden gem because people know about it, but you mentioned places that are cheap. Bali, beautiful place to visit.
That's far though.
It's far, but when you talk about like outside of the cost of the flight, the experience there is A1, and it's also very affordable.
We need to go to Curacao from here because I think our layover for Curacao was here. So I think it's like not far at all.
Listen, being in Miami, that's another beautiful thing about being here.
You like 30 minutes from everywhere.
Islands in 30 minutes. Literally, you could take a speedboat for an hour to Bimini. You can be in the Bahamas in an hour being in Miami. So like,
I've never been to the Bimini part.
Yeah, so we can go. That's easy. That's like a weekend. Like you can go on a Saturday, come back Saturday night. It's nothing. Listen, you can. Let me take you to.
Take me around the world. I've never been to Bora Bora. I've been other places, but not Bora Bora.
Bora Bora, we're gonna have to like keep shooting this podcast. we gotta keep with it.
I love the idea of Bora Bora, but I'm also like,
I'll be honest.
I love group trips.
Ooh,
so group trip over bay trip. Wait, we'll save that. We'll save that for later.
We have to do that. We're gonna go back to that. But I have to say, although I loved Bora Bora because it was always on my like mood board of places that I wanted to visit, I'm still a Pinterest girly. Like I have boards for everything. So if you want to know anything about my life, if you got my Pinterest, you know all my business. Okay, so I had a board and I loved Bora Bora. I wanted to go. But one thing I have to say is it's definitely a boo trip. I don't feel like it's a girls' trip.
Yeah.
But the food was trash.
I'm not going.
I did not like the food on the resort.
I'm not going nowhere. The food is bad.
I did not like the food on the resort. Resort was beautiful. Waters was beautiful. Everything about this place was literally like out of a magazine. But for me, the food was not good. We literally had to take a boat and travel inland to where the locals lived and ate at food trucks. And the food truck food was way better than what I was getting at the resort.
Wow.
So I don't recommend the food, but I recommend the experience for sure.
That's annoying.
I know.
Like, I'm not in that place anymore. I can't do it for the gram. I can't do it for the TikTok. I'm not doing it if the food's not good. I'm a foodie.
Same.
And I like to eat. And now that I've been working out, I'm like, what am I working out for? If it's not to eat, what the hell I want?
And it has to be good.
Yeah,
So
it
I'm
has
with
to
you.
be good. And you know how I be throwing down in the kitchen.
I know.
If it's not up to par with my standards,
You
if
don't
I
want
cook
it.
better,
You don't want it.
I don't want it.
I do trust your food. I trust your food judgment. Like we recently went to a restaurant here in Miami. It's called Avra. And they have one in New York. And we went with Ashley, and we had a great time. And I was like, okay, this might be my new spot. She put me on to something in my own city, okay?
Period.
So I was like, I need to go. I'm now an Afro girly. I love that.
You are an offer girly, and you
I'm
make
an
sure
offer
you
girly.
order everything we ordered. It's so
so
good. Cheers to that. Cheers to opera. Let's go to opera after this.
I would love
But I think I would say that one of my favorite birthdays was like during COVID. I had like an intimate birthday party, and I had like 20 of my friends like fly out to Boston, and we had just a dinner, and then we had like a little after party after, and it was really
Wait.
cute.
I think I remember this birthday. This is when you had on the pink Laquan Smith.
Period. Laquan Smith.
Yes.
And he reposted.
I remembered it.
He reposted me because
I remembered it.
because it was fresh off the runway. I had to rent the piece because it hadn't hit stores yet. By the way, I don't know if anybody knew that, but yeah.
Excuse me. Not renting pieces.
But I seen it and I was like, I want it. I love Laquan Smith.
Yeah,
like,
I love his designs. He's just amazing.
He gets it. He gets it.
Definitely gets it for the girlies. I love his designs. But I think that's dope. So how was the party?
It was good. It
20
was really
friends
good.
flying out is a big deal. Like that's not some little party.
No,
like,
I love my friends. Like
and
I'm
nothing
big on
we do
friends.
is little too, by the way.
Period.
Big everything.
Besides
Big
my
everything.
height, ain't nothing little.
Big
okay?
everything. And even that you think you big.
I think I'm 6 feet. That's the problem. No, I think the last 3 years, like my birthday has been solid. So this year I was like, I'm cool with like chilling. But if we do a boat, I ain't gonna be mad at that. But like I'm cool with just
chilling.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So you brought up this point last time. We just talked about this. Bay trip or girls trip for birthday? Which one are you picking?
For me, I don't know. I like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of both. And me and Bae have been on a lot of vacations like together that if we do like more like group trips, like we wouldn't be
cool.
mad at. He's cool.
We gotta do a trip. Cool. We've done a double date already, so now we might need to do a double date trip. That would be dope. I would love that.
Yeah, maybe to Cannes.
I would love. I love that. So
maybe to Italy.
You're all about a bae/girls trip. So for me,
group trip. Yeah.
I would back in the day say girls trip because I would always want to plan girls trips. But these days I want to be my man. Like I just want bae trips. I feel like as I get older, I love my friends. Don't get me wrong. We're going to plan a trip. We're going to do things all the time. But I just think that having that intimate time with like just somebody that you love being around is just so dope. But I also like the fact that you can mesh friends with your man. Yeah. But for me, like I'm going to probably these days pick a man, like me and my bae.
Well, I have to give a disclaimer. All my friends are like married, engaged.
In relationships.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're bringing their husbands, their fiancés. So like it's couples trip. So it's not just a girls trip. I'm not doing a girls trip. Yeah. I don't really care for a girls trip. The last girls trip I did for my birthday, I was like, this is probably it for me. Nah, for a little bit. I wouldn't say they're done, but like I'm cool off
done for the birthdays. Cause me and my girls are trying to plan stuff outside. But for like a birthday, like celebrating life, I would like to do it with just a little.
Okay, so 20s or 30s?
Handsome man. Okay, 20s. Ooh, this is a good one. 20s or 30s? For me, 30s. Let me tell you. They lied. Okay, they lied. The 30s are lit to me. And here's why I feel the 30s are lit. I feel like in my 20s, I was so like hard on myself and I really didn't take the time to enjoy life on the level that I'm enjoying it in my 30s. I had my fun. Don't get me wrong. I had my fun. I lived my life, okay? But it's just something about your 30s that you really step into yourself as a woman. You know the things that you want. You're not apologizing for any of the things that you want. You're standing on business, 365. Whoever wants to get in line will, and whoever doesn't, then it's fine. But I just really love your 30s because, and don't let them lie to you. You're not old in your 30s, okay? I honestly feel younger.
I remember when I was young and I was like, oh my God, 30 sounds so old. And now I'm here, I'm like, shut up.
I feel younger in my 30s than I did in my 20s. I even look back at photos and I'm like, dang, I look a little better in my 30s than I did in my 20s.
No, for sure. I look better.
I look better.
I look like I was sick. and hungry.
No, you do
when
not.
I was 20. Yes, I did. Yeah, girl, you seen that picture, that throwback? I looked like I was sick and skinny and 110 pounds.
But I think 30s is just better. Like, you're evolved as a woman. Like, you literally are into who you are going to be as a woman. And I love it here. I love 30s. What about you?
I'm just getting started in my 30s, so I feel like that's hard. I have to say 20s. Like, I know the hot topic right now is like your 30s are lit, and I'm sure they are, but like I'm not far enough in it to kind of compare or contrast. But like people are always like, oh, I got money in my 30s, but baby, I was hustling in my 20s. I was getting money in my 20s.
Period.
So for me, I'm like 20s was lit. I grew a lot though. Like you grow. I always say you're not 21 till you're 25, 26. Like you grow so much in your 20s, and like you learn so much, and I love that about life, like growing and learning and stuff like that. So for me, I'm just more so excited to see like what 30s has to offer. But I think 20s are lit too.
I don't know. I'm gonna give you a few years because I'm excited for you. Like
I just got here. I just got in the club.
You just got in the club. Okay, I'm a few years into the club, and I will say that we're going to have this conversation. We're going to table this conversation for a few more years and see how you feel about it. But the 20s is a beautiful time, though. Like, there's nothing like your 20s. If you're in your 20s, too, if I can give anyone a piece of advice on the things that you can do as a woman in your 20s is don't think you have a lot of time. Because when you hit 30s, all the years blend together. Like, I literally hit 30 and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Girl.
How many years just passed? Like, it's crazy to think, like, the time really just blends together in your 30s. In your 20s, you experience, I feel like, every single year. But, like, take time, really, like, invest your money.
Wait, so you're saying in your 20s, you feel every single year. In your 30s, everything blends?
Yes, that's how I feel. I literally feel like the 30s,
wine,
it just blends. It just blends together. And at a blink of an eye, you're probably in the middle of your 30s. Like, literally. So,
well, that's scary. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's just what I need to hear.
I'm just telling you guys.
No, hot take and honesty.
I'm just telling you guys.
That's what we're all about, unfiltered conversations.
Literally. So if you're in your 20s, definitely, like, I would say, do everything you can
Drink
now.
to that.
Do everything you can now in your 20s. I mean, like, start the business, launch the business, invest your money, save your money, like, do everything in your 20s as if you're already in your 30s and 40s. Like, you want to be over prepared. You don't want to be waiting until you get to your 30s to do the things that you should have done back in your 20s. Like, have your fun, but baby, them days is coming, okay? You're going to have to hang it up.
Damn, does it dawn on you that you're, like, going towards 40? Or are you trying not to think about it? No, you're far from it. You're far from it. But do you think about it? Because I think about stuff like that. I'm also like, it keeps me up at night.
That you're going into your 40s?
Life keeps me up at night.
I feel like I'm going to embrace it. Like, I feel like every year, you know how people are like, oh, I'm 30-something older. I'm 30-something younger, baby. Like, I think it's just mentality and lifestyle and the things that you do that make you feel that youth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I'm always tapping into the things that make me youthful, and that's just not even like, first of all, you know how I love working out. Like, I think that's a fountain of youth in itself. Like, personal fitness, it's not only for your mental but it's also for your physical, but mental over everything else. And if it's like, I want to do something like go grab an ice cream or go do something that makes me feel like, and maybe not an ice cream, but do something that makes me feel youthful or remind me of my 20s or my younger days. Like, I'm going to do it just so I can continue to live in those moments. But I am not afraid to experience 40s. I'm not afraid to experience life. I ask people this sometimes, like, how old do you feel like you want to live until? Like, what do you think?
That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. I would take like 80s.
That's nice.
Or like, I would 80s because after 90s, it get a little scary. But I would take like 80s. I think it's beautiful when people can live to their 80s and 70s. My grandfather's in his 80s, so I'm like,
oh, that's so dope. Oh,
God bless good genetics. God bless good genetics. Please.
I love that.
But yeah, I would say like 80s would be nice.
80s,
maybe 90s, early 90s.
Yeah, I would say early. I would say.
Wait, I think honestly, my grandfather's in. I hope I didn't age him by years. I think he's in his 70s or 80s. I don't know, but God bless him either way.
I would love to get to 100. Like, I know it's
100.
I have had like a family member honestly live in our family until I think she was like 103 or something like that. We just celebrated one of our oldest family members, and she just turned 90. For me, I would love to get.
That's in your genes, baby.
I would love to get to 100. Listen.
Just don't eat this American food and you be all right.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I would love to get to that point, but I want to be fully functioning. You know what I mean? At whatever stage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are your elders in your family fully functioning for the most part?
Yeah, literally are. They literally are. So for me, 30s. For you, 20s.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm still getting introduced. Okay, I got more of this or that question.
I got some more too. So this is also a way that I feel like for everyone that's listening and tuning in, first of all, shout out to you for listening to the Elevators podcast. We are so appreciative of you guys being here and tuning in with us. We want to do this little segment where you guys get to know us a little bit better. So we started with the 20s and 30s, and now we're going to tap into some other questions as well.
Instagram or TikTok?
For me, I'm going to say TikTok.
TikTok all the way, baby.
Here's why. So my TikTok platform, I have a larger following on my Instagram platform. And it's a little smaller on my TikTok, but it's growing. We growing, baby. But for me, it's TikTok because it's just a different feeling. Like, I feel like Instagram is like, you know how LinkedIn, you have to be professional and it's like all the filter.
Instagram has become that.
Instagram has become that. TikTok, I'm showing up however. I'm being myself. Not to say I can't be myself on Instagram, but I feel like, first of all, the algorithm.
It's a version of yourself.
And the algorithm is not algorithming like it used to. Like, it's not the same. Like, I can't see some of my friends' posts. I hate all the suggested posts. I hate that you guys want me to buy everything. TikTok has that as well.
We have been asking for nothing but chronological order for the last couple years for Instagram.
And it's not the
I'm
same.
over them.
So I'm going to have to say TikTok. I love the content on there. I love that people are just being just themselves and posting and putting whatever they want up there. And I like it because it's funny.
Yes. That's my favorite part.
It's funny.
I be cracking up from TikToks, cracking up and writing recipes down. That's my thing on TikTok.
All of that. Like, literally.
I love TikTok.
Did you see the post where the girl was trying to learn Chinese or something? So she
shut up. That's hilarious.
She was like trying to learn it, so she figured out if she had to download it in another country.
I just love how, like, you find so much talent on TikTok. And, like, it really connects you to the different people in this world and, like, the different humors and, like, the different talent and just, like, the different type of people. It's just so fucking dope.
It's
like,
hilarious.
I love TikTok. They better not ban it. Okay, so no eyelashes or no eyebrows?
No eyelashes or no eyebrows. I'm not really an eyelash girl. Like, I get lash extensions if I'm going out of the country, I'm going out of town, so I don't have to worry about eyelashes. I am an eyebrow girly, and I'm going to put you guys in on a little secret. It's not really a secret. Some people know, but I never really, like, posted about it. One of the best beauty investments that I've ever gotten in my life was getting my eyebrows microbladed. So we're entertainment hosts. We're in front of the camera a lot. We shoot content a lot as content creators, and as entrepreneurs, we're always creating content and just doing different things as it relates to camera. When I tell you, back when we used to work breaks, none of my eyebrows ever were aligned. They were always Siamese twins.
No, your eyebrows will make or break the rest of your face.
Your eyebrows will make your face. And honestly, that trip to Atlanta when I had to go get my eyebrows microbladed was the most, like, it's the best investment. And it's so funny. I tell people this story all the time. But back in high school, I blame my eyebrows situation where I had no eyebrows. My friends that were friends with me at that point, I'm still questioning y'all for, like, not saying anything to me about not having any eyebrows because it was crazy.
I'm not going to lie. When I first met you and you had your bob, you didn't have eyebrows. You didn't, but you were still, like, gorgeous. Like, without the eyebrows.
Krystal was like, this girl's beautiful, but she has no eyebrows.
You didn't have eyebrows. I'm like, she's gorgeous. But, you know, I was just, I don't know. You never know. I'm like,
so I blame my parents. Being from here and being down south, I would go to this Asian nail salon by my house. It's called Van Nails. If you're from Miami, you know. Van's Nails. I would go get these eyebrows waxed every week. At one point, they were waxing skin, okay? They were waxing skin to the point where my hair is sensitive. Like, if I wax...
You don't have hair.
I know, so that's the point. So because I was waxing my eyebrows so much, it waxed to the point where it would never grow back. So I was literally... When you probably met me, I probably never waxed my brows. I was not waxing them for years. So Van Nails was where I got my eyebrows waxed in high school. And the lady who did my microblading, her name was Van.
Wow. Full circle moment.
So it was a full circle eyebrow moment.
That's crazy.
Yeah, now I could wash my face and still be this girl.
Oh, period. Right. I love that for you. No,
yeah.
I think
Yeah, what's that for you?
Woo. I would say eyebrows too.
Really?
Your eyebrows, like, you could always throw on a lash strip.
Lashes.
I know. I used to be a lash girly a lot, but now I use my Amazon lashes.
They look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you, honey.
Teach me. I need to learn.
I will. But I think eyebrows just make or break your face. Very, very, very much. Okay, I have another one for you. Girls' night or date night?
I'm really a lover girl.
You are.
This is embarrassing.
You a lover girl. I'm pulling your cards,
I love date night. I love date night. I'm a date night girl. But I love my girls' time too. Like, I think it's so important. We were having this conversation, and I was also having this conversation with my best friend Sabine. Shout out to Sabine. But I feel like it's so beautiful to just have your circle of friends. Like, womanhood is just such a beautiful thing. Like,
it is.
There's
and
nothing
we go through
like
so
this.
much.
There's no hood like womanhood, okay?
Period.
Literally no hood, and it's ghetto out here, as they say. So
it is.
To be able to have a group of women that you could literally vent to and be yourself and not be judged. Because don't get me wrong, we love being around, you know, our man and the guys that we're dating. But we do like present like a different version of ourselves with our friends. We can literally let our hair down. Not to say you can't do that in front of your man, but like you can literally just be yourself authentically, unfiltered. And it's just different. Like the conversations are different, like the things we talk about. So I love my girls' time. But these days, I'm loving date night. What about you?
You want to get married and have babies and settle down and also build gardens. I love that for you.
I just love love.
Yeah. I'm also like 5 years into a relationship.
So
we're
different for you. You're
definitely
past.
We do date night all the time.
Yeah,
we're past the honeymoon stage. Yeah. No, but I still like date night.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. You love date night?
I love both.
Yeah, because I'm going to say, you go on date nights often, too.
We do. And, you know, living together, like, we make our own date nights at home every night. We're, like, watching movies and having dinner together.
Ooh,
so,
a
like,
cute little night.
Our date nights are, like, every night, and I love that for us.
I love that.
But I love my friends, too.
Yeah.
Like, I love my day one friends. Like, those are
I love that.
my dogs. So I love catching up with them. We're 4 whispering angels in and just like really letting down our hair. Soft life, love that for us.
But
so
you're also putting it in your calendars as adults.
Oh,
we're
for
carving
sure.
out time. Let me check my calendar. I'm carving out some time to speak to you.
You have
You can't just pick up the phone and go. It's different. Like when you reach in your 30s, it's like we have to set it. Like I have a friend.
I'm gonna forget.
In our inbox, we've been trying to set out time to talk for like months.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, honestly, if it's not on my calendar these days, it's not happening.
It's not
real life. And it's so crazy because like I always talk about like balancing and you know, just making sure that I have that balance between like work life and personal life and stuff like that. So for real, if it's not on my calendar, I'm not doing it because like I can't even foresee it right now.
You can't afford that.
Yeah. I can't.
So I have a question for you now. So this is different because I'm not going to really know any of this, but this is as we're having our listeners getting to know us a little bit better. If you had only 3 albums to listen to for the rest of your life, what albums would they be and what artists?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That's a good question. Okay. I would say, and they have to be albums?
Or it could be artists.
I will say SZA had a very classic Control album.
Control was a dope album.
She ate
top to bottom.
Ate that up.
Ooh, one of my favorites on there is Drew Barrymore.
That's a good one.
I love that
That's
song.
a good one.
Yeah.
I love how her she is.
Yeah.
She's just very her. So I would say
Love
SZA Control. Mm-hmm. I would say Lauryn Hill's classics.
Ooh, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, you have to stay grounded with that.
That taught me about love.
Especially in this world these days, like in case you catch yourself misstepping, Miss Lauryn Hill will get you back in track.
She will. Only had to put one album out.
Right. Only one.
Resignated
for years. That's insane.
That's
when you
crazy.
Think about it.
But it says a lot about her artistry that album is still till this day. You can put it on.
My kids are gonna listen to that.
This can all be so simple. Like
or
literally,
not. Right.
literally.
Right.
Y'all, I can't sing, so I'm sorry. Let me
and let me think about the third one.
Okay.
You go.
So for me,
you thought about this.
You already know one of mine. Sade, please go on tour. I just want to see you one time. But yes, one of my albums would definitely be Sade. Probably her greatest hits. Okay. I'm a huge fan of Sade. If you know me, then you know I love Sade. Second would probably have to be, so one of my favorite producers / artists is Pharrell. So probably Pharrell in my mind. Love that album. Shout out to Pharrell. Pharrell, please come on our podcast. We'd love that. And then third, if you know me, you know I love a lot of Kanye's old albums. So I would have to say College Dropout or Graduation, but probably College Dropout.
That's a good one too. That is a really good one. College Dropout.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I related to it so well. And I'm also thinking of different stages of my life.
Also, I was gonna say, yeah, because like I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah.
So what's the Drake album with the clouds? That's a good album.
That was a great album. That album you listen to from top to bottom as well.
Yeah.
That was a huge album.
What was it?
Nothing Was the Same?
Nothing was
the same.
That's a good
Honestly,
album.
a Drake's greatest hit album would be
A Drake's greatest hits. Yep.
Drake's greatest hits because.
But I'm really a B-side girl when it comes to Drake.
Oh,
like,
same.
I love like the A-side stuff is cool, but like I'm a B-side girl. C-side.
One of my favorite bodies of work from Drake was probably, I think it's either October's Very Own or that first mixtape that he put out, like the first mixtape. I love, like I'm talking about, this is like LimeWire, SoundCloud days.
Mixtape era.
Like Drake, I remember in college, he was like one of the first artists that I seen back at UCF, and I was working in radio back then, so I was able to like go back and we were like interviewing him for the station that I was working for, but like literally, he's also a legend. Like he's also been putting in that work. Yeah. But Drake's, you can't deny his artistry.
You can't. And honestly,
you can probably hate on it, but you can't.
He came into the game under Wayne, and I was obsessed with Lil Wayne and his mixtape. I was
really no ceilings.
No ceilings. Everything. The Drought,
the Carter,
all the hits.
I
was a Wayne
nothing but the hits,
girl.
Yeah, I love Lil Wayne.
Nothing but the hits.
I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne definitely is also one of those ones. Like, Lil Wayne has brought up so many like huge artists. Nicki, Drake. Like Young Money, all of them.
Two of the biggest artists of our time.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
let's be honest.
For sure. Now, something else that I feel like I know the answer to this question, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to actually take it up a notch. Name 2 non-entertainment jobs that you held.
Easy, girl. I used to work, girl, I had a name for you. I worked at Juicy Couture, Tory Burch. I worked at Citibank. Where else did I work? I worked in a couple places.
You got to mention Tao.
I've worked in retail, finance, and hospitality.
Yo, we really are kind of similar.
Did you work in the same field?
So I did Bank of America when I was in college.
Shut up.
For like 2 minutes. Like
I wanted to be a bartender when I was in college.
Like literally 2.5 seconds.
Freaking bartended. I would have made more money.
One of my favorite jobs that I ever held was Publix. I'm obsessed. If you know me.
What aisle is the bread on?
I'm obsessed.
What aisle is the bread on so we can actually believe
it's actually on 1. And the code for bananas is 4011. If you want to know, check it. Because I know a lot of the fruit
How
codes.
long did you work at Publix for?
Yo, Publix was the first place to hire me.
Did you get a discount?
No, we didn't get a discount. But I was 15. So I worked there until college. So, wow. Like, I worked there maybe for about 5 years.
You was dedicated to the groceries.
Dedicated. When I got to college, I was like, oh, I got to hang it up because it's a lot going on out here. And then I started working in entertainment and started working at radio. But I worked at Publix, Bank of America in college for a few seconds, worked in radio. I worked at Hollister, actually, for a quick second, too.
You know how many times I applied to Hollister?
I worked at Hollister.
You know what? I'm not even going to say it, but I just feel like they had a very specific kind of person that they like to hire.
You think so?
Yes. In New York City.
Oh, in New York. I was gonna say my Hollister. We were diverse at my Hollister.
No, they were not diverse, and it was like a group interview, and I'm like, get out of here! Like I was just so annoyed.
And we were just
I applied for Hollister, and I was very annoyed.
We were just speaking about music, but I feel like during my Hollister days, I was listening to like Paramore, Panic at the Disco, like Avril Lavigne. I was in those music bags.
My brothers used to listen to MTV in the morning, so I listened to like Paramore, everything that you just named, like,
Smashing Pumpkins. That's what you get when you let your heart. Look,
literally.
I love that.
Listen. Oh my God! What was the other one?
He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
Avril Lavigne. Wait, no, hold on. Where was the other one? It was like they were at a wedding, and he was like over listening to what was happening at the wedding. Come on, it's gonna bother me until we figure out the name of the song.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, that's it. Wait, but what is the name of it?
I think that's Panic at the Disco.
It is Panic at the Disco. It is. And I can't help but to stare. Oh my God, we really had a rock ever. Oh my God, you're really my soul sister.
There's
so
nothing like that era of music. I don't care what you say. Okay, they had us in a chokehold.
What a beautiful wedding.
What
a beautiful wedding.
Yes,
oh my God,
they had us in a
that was
chokehold.
it.
They had us in a okay.
They really
So
did.
another question. Speaking of music, go-to karaoke song.
Warning, Biggie. Period. Done.
Give us a little snippet.
Clean.
Give us a little snippet.
I'm 2 glasses in, but who the fuck is this? Page me at 5:46 in the morning, crack it on, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this? Page me and why?
You're in New York until
The death of me.
literally
6 feet.
Literally.
Period.
Literally.
No, that's my song.
I love that.
That is my song.
Mine is
That's one of my favorite
Mary
songs.
J.
Which one?
Sound of the rain.
You could do so many things in this world. So many things. But singing.
I'm going down.
No, your voice is going down, honey. Why would that ever be your go-to for karaoke?
I love it.
That's a setup.
Because you know why I love that song? Everybody is joining in.
Everybody.
So I like a karaoke song. See? I love a karaoke song when the crowd is involved. That's all I'm looking for. Crowd involvement. So I don't have to put in so much effort. I just do the first part and then y'all are all in it.
That's manipulative, but I'll take it.
That's how I move. That's my ammo.
Yo,
so,
that's
okay.
so funny.
Another question is, as 16-year-old Krystal, what would you give? What advice would you give 16-year-old Krystal?
Leave the kids playing on the playground. Focus up.
I love that.
That says a lot without saying much.
That's a good one. That's a good
Leave the
one.
kids on the playground.
That's a good
You're gonna be so much bigger and better, and no shade, but bigger and better.
Literally.
And that's what it is. No offense, but like you look
Yeah.
back at the people you were kind of like not obsessed over, but like that you kind of like really were cool and you thought that were cool in high school and like the cool girls.
Quickly.
The mediocre girls, let me tell you. Okay, the cool girls went down. The down girls went all the way up, and the mediocre girls just continue to climb.
And
Even while everybody
rise.
does all of this, the
Rise.
mediocre girls
Elevates.
That they continue to elevate.
Elevates, baby.
Okay,
I
and
love
it's real
that.
shit.
It's real
shit.
I love that.
All the cool girls got 20 kids,
Yo, that's so true.
which is okay. Do your thing, but then not my cup of tea.
Not mine.
20
either.
kids. What would you tell yourself, 16-year-old self?
16-year-old me. Oof. I feel like that's like an interesting age because it's like you're not an adult, like you're almost at that stage of being an adult.
You think you're grown.
Like you think you're grown. You don't want to listen to anybody. I would tell 16-year-old me to just be, give myself grace. You're growing. You're evolving in that stage. So I would tell myself to give myself grace. Have fun, but not too much fun because like you need to kind of like get in the ballpark of where you want to go. I feel like I meet so many like young women that are like, you know, and it's beautiful to like kind of figure it out and like try to see what you want to do. But I feel like at 16, if you like take the time to like really sit down and see things that you want to do, there's 16-year-old business owners, like people who are starting businesses in that young age, even younger than that. And I'm like, dang, like if I was 16 and I started a business, you know what I'd be doing right now? Like, do you know the like levels I would be reaching right now? So I think at 16, like, don't think that you're too young to do the things that like you want to wait till you're 20 to do. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So I would say
actually
that for
really
16.
like that.
Yeah,
I
would
really
say
like
that. But I have to ask you, are you like big on zodiacs? Because I feel like that's always like a conversation that people have. Like
It's always
defining
the starter
people.
of a conversation.
Literally,
What's your
you
sign?
could literally you could meet somebody. What's your sign? Oh yeah.
That's why we got
Oh,
along.
I felt that. Yeah, you give me
Man,
Aries.
goodbye.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think horoscopes in general are kind of like, sometimes I can see it. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I can see it where I'm like, you're a Taurus. But like sometimes I'm also like, that's just an excuse for bad behavior.
Ooh.
Like,
That's a
you
good
just a
one.
shitty person.
That's a good
You know,
one.
like, people use horoscopes as an excuse to be, like, a shitty person or, like, do some shitty shit. Like, I'm sorry, the sun and the moon is the moon is rising, and it's 3 o'clock, and I'm a Taurus
Mercury's
leprechaun.
retrograde.
Like,
Not a leprechaun.
Mercury.
Mercury. First of all, why is Mercury always retrograding? Like,
I don't know about that Gatorade
understand.
stuff.
Like, I'm the same. Like, I'm not huge on zodiacs. I feel like I pay attention to Aries because I'm an Aries.
Yeah.
And I feel like the people, like my loved ones, like family members or people that I'm like around, like my man, or like people that I like really.
Yo, man.
Krystal. People.
Okay.
People that I admire and that are close, shut up, that are close to me, I feel like I pay attention to those characteristics, you know, like, but I don't think it defines who a person is. Like, I think, like you said, we're both
Right.
Aries. We both share similar things. We call each other like soul sisters sometimes, but like we are opposite too.
Very opposite. We're so opposite.
Like, I will think something and Krystal will think the opposite. Like, Krystal will like have a totally different perspective, which I think is beautiful at the same time.
Yeah, no, I think that just the horoscope conversation in general, it's always like general as characteristics that people use. Like, oh my God, you're so social. You must be or you're like not social. You're a Scorpio. You're spicy. It's just stupid shit. But I do pay attention to Aries, and I will say that I do attribute some characteristics of an Aries where it's like spearheaders, very hard-headed, fiery,
Leaders,
but also like, but then I can also
charming.
attribute those things to like my upbringing and like the people who raised me, you know? So I don't know. I think horoscopes are a very funny like thing for me. But I will say that people definitely use it as an excuse to be shitty ass people.
I agree. I think
like
people lean into it.
It's not your horoscope.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you and the way your parents raised you.
I definitely think people lean into horoscopes a little bit more, but you know, I'm not just saying this because I'm an Aries, but we are the best zodiac.
No, we are.
Like, hands down.
Easily.
You want to be around an Aries.
And I'm not into like the whole moon rising and sun. No. You lost me. But all right, there goes our birthday month.
There goes our birthday month.
Ciao.
So definitely stick with us. Stay tuned into the Elevators podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify,
YouTube.
Amazon. We're going to be on YouTube. Follow us on all of our social platforms, and it's at Elevators. Yeah,
Stick
so much
with us
happening.
as we talk
I'm
about the next level
excited.
up. We've got great things in store.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys or talk to you guys next time.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.